guys, welcome to vlog number 6. Just out here, out in the woods here, doing some deer hunting. We got the deer archery tag, so we are just out here looking for some deer. So wish me luck. Here we go. We're going. I just called down at Black Diamond. Sounds like they have 2 games going, 1-3-6 limit Omaha, and then a 1-2 no limit game. So we're gonna jump in there. We got the new addition over there, the whiteboard time we brought to the home, so we're gonna mix that in because you guys seem to like it. So we'll go get some hands and relay them back to you. So let's go get it. Hey guys, just playing 1-2 no limit. Got a full game. I look down at pocket kings on the button. We got an early limp in middle position probably. I make it 10. Big blind, small blind fold. Limper calls. Flop comes about as good as it can come. Flop the absolute joint. Flop comes king, king, 7. Say hello to quads. He checks, I check. Turn is like a 5. He grabs 15 bucks. Acts like he's gonna put it in, then comes back and doesn't. So I assume he's really weak. I check again. River's like a jack or something. He checks. I bet 10 bucks. I fold, but got the high hand right now. So they drop $2 every hand. That's over $20, and it goes for like an hour or something. So hopefully pick that up. We'll see, but feeling good. So just gonna get back in there and grind. Wow, we have a lot of hands to go over. So sitting on about 670. So let's go over some hands here. Look down. Ace-6 of hearts on the button, got a under the gun limp, comes to me, I make it 10, small blind, big blind, and under the gun calls. We go 4 ways to a flop of queen, jack, 3, 2 hearts, checks to me, I bet 20, guy to my direct left who just lost a big pot, shoves all in for I think 50, both the other guys fold, we snap. I tell him I have Ace-6 of heart, he says I'm way good even without a pair. Turn comes a 6, so I make pair, and then deuce of hearts to seal the deal with the nuts, and he storms off, and we win a nice one. I have king, queen of diamonds under the gun, raise it up, or I'm sorry, middle position. We had 2 early limps. I made it 15. Only one of the limpers called. Flop comes jack 10 4, jack 10 of diamonds, so we flop the old open ender straight flush. I bet. I'm sorry, he just jams all in for 40. He was short stacked. I snap call. Just turn comes a king, river comes a black deuce. So we have, top pair, decent kicker, and he shows us Ace-10 off, so we win that one. Pocket kings on the button. I raise to 15. There were 3 early limps. I make it 15. Guy in the big blind calls. Everyone else folds. Flop comes jack 9. Deuce, rainbow, he checks, I bet 15, he calls, turns a 7, he checks, I check, just for some pot control, 10-8 gets there, kind of want to disguise my hand. I'm sorry, the turn was a 7 of clubs, so there were 2 clubs out there. River brought a 3rd club, he bets 20, and it was not only a 3rd club, but I think it was an 8, so 9 was a straight, or 10 was a straight, so 4 cards to a straight out there, and he bets 20, and I just look him up, and his pocket 5, so we take that one down. Just a lot of smaller hands, just a lot of $10 raises, c-bet in the flop, so just gonna keep grinding, get in there, and we'll see what happens. So I'll get back to you. Wrapping up the session here, just got home. Booked a win of 479 in the 1-2 game, so it was a really good night, running really good. I mean really good, couldn't miss. So just got out of there, booked a win, and me and Mr. Deer over here are going to call it a night. So we'll go do some whiteboard time tomorrow, and yep, cheers guys. Welcome to whiteboard time. Okay, so as you can see, we have our flop turn river set up kind of here. So I'm going to go over a couple hands with you guys. We're going to kind of throw these in as we mix in the vlog. So see how you guys like this. Okay, so in this hand we're playing 5-handed. Let me grab my notes here, guys. Playing 5-handed. I am in the cutoff with queen 10 offsuit, and I opened to $8. Playing 1-2 no limit Holdem. So, okay, so we're playing 1-2 no limit Holdem. I raised to 8. only the small blind calls. So we go heads up to a flop. Pot's $18 as we go to the flop. Flop is 9-3 deuce. 2 clubs now. I think, and the 9 was a diamond. So I go ahead and c-bet to 10. He calls. So at this point in the hand, I don't really know where I'm at. I don't have any showdown value. Very, very little with queen high. So he could have smaller flush draw. He could be ahead right now. But at this point, let's just put him on a flush draw. I really don't know where he's at. So now I'm in position. So obviously, I'm always going to c-bet the majority of the time, especially on this wet of a board. He could have lots of holdings. The turn is the 7 of diamonds. So pretty decent card for us. I mean, obviously, other than hitting a pair, 4-5 misses. I'm just going to barrel again. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not just going to give up. So at this point, after the $10 call, it's up to $38. I probably can size it a little bit bigger here, but I go ahead and bet 20. And, you know, draws are going to call me a lot of the times, and he makes the call. So now the pot's bloated to $78. And now at this point in the hand, he only has about 60 left. So basically on a non-brick river, a non-club river, I'm just going to have to just triple barrel it. Just because I'm not going to give it up. So river comes the 10 of spades, bricking basically everything. Flush doesn't get there. Open-ender doesn't get there, and I just go ahead and jam for $60, and he snap calls. So the pot is now $198, and obviously I'm pretty positive I don't win with queen high, and he shows ace, king of hearts. So I'm not really sure where we went wrong in this hand. I really don't know where we went wrong in this hand. So he just decided we were bullshitting the whole time, and he just called us down the whole way. So showed strength from before the flop, raised it up, called flop, bet turn, bet river, and he still calls. So can you say donkey? I guess. And the other thing is, maybe he had a read on me is what you guys might be thinking, but I was watching him the whole hand, didn't look up at me one time. Didn't look up at me one time during the hand. So he has a read on me. I don't know. It just must have. I really don't know. Just because I'm watching him the whole time. He didn't look at me. So we'll lose a nice $200 pot to start off the session, but it gets better. It gets better. So let's do a couple more of these. All right, guys. So after that big one, we 2 hands later look down at 10-6 of diamonds in the big blind. So it gets limped to us 4 ways. 10-6 of diamonds, limped 4 ways. We're playing 5-handed. I just check. The flop is 5 of diamonds, king of diamonds, and then the jack of clubs. So we flop a 10 high flush draw. Obviously we're out of position. We just check. Sorry, the pot is $10 right now. We check. It checks through. Turn is a pretty damn good card. Comes the 7 of diamonds. So I'm very, very confident at this point we have the best hand. We have a 10 high flush. I check to induce. Probably should bet here. You got to bet your hands, but you know, check, of course. Middle position, same guy who called our triple barrel bluff last hand, 2 hands ago, excuse me, bets 11. We call, so now we are $31 to a turn, to a river, excuse me. River's the queen, the black queen of clubs, so bricks out. Now, this is probably pretty uncharacteristic, and I don't actually like this, especially knowing this is his hand now, looking back at it, but I probably should just check most of the time, let him hang himself. But I decide to lead for 40. He goes in the tanks, laughs a little bit, and he finds a call, and so we pick up a nice $111 pot. So he calls us for 40 bucks. And he tabled 2 black 5s. So he had pocket 5s, flopped a set, trapped himself, And yeah, if I just check the river, I can get some more value. I think he bets like 20 or 30, and then I check raise him to 60, 70, something like that. So lost a little value, I think, there, especially since he's a call-in station. But you know, for what it is, no problem. Just shows you don't trap. I'm probably not going anywhere with $10 in the pot, even if he bets a pot size bet on the flop, because I still check, and he probably loses the minimum there, especially with my line. So yeah, take a nice one down, gain a little bit more ground, and just keep moving forward. Okay, so in the last hand we have to go over, we only usually talk about big hands, but so let's just talk about a small one here. We're playing 5 hands still. I'm under the gun with ace queen offsuit. I raise to 8. We go 3 ways to the flop. Middle position in big blind calls. So we have 25 in the middle before the flop. Flop is queen of hearts, 9 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds. So 2 diamonds out there. We flop top pair, top kicker. We do a continuation bet of 15. So now the pot's 40. But that ends the hand right there. So it is, yeah, so that ends the hand basically. So yeah, they both check to me, and I'm sorry, I just lead out and bet for 15, and they both fold. So we win a nice little $40 pot. You know, the $40 pots are the ones that really make you money, make or break you. You know, the small ones you gotta definitely you know, account for. So yeah, so we'll keep getting the whiteboard hands in and just keep working them in there. But good session overall. I mean, really just incredible session. So it was run really well. A lot of other small hands. I mean, I didn't just win $480 just by the 6 hands or whatever I'm showing you guys, but there were a lot of other small ones. So, you know, we'll see you next time, guys.